everyone, AJ here. Today we're going to be going over how to roll our abductors at 3 different angles. This is taking our basic IT band or abductor down the outside of our leg roll, and it's checking at a 45-degree angle to the front as well as a 45-degree angle to the back. This will really let you know where you're too tight, if is it more towards the anterior or front, or the posterior or the back of our leg. A lot of times those will expose tightness or tenderness that may be missed in your basic IT band or abductor roll. To begin this roll, we're going to take our foam roller, place it right underneath our hip, right below that ball of the hip or that bony protrusion. Once we're here, this roll is doable from both the supported position with that leg on top and hands in support for less weight, or from the advanced version where you take the top leg straight for that added weight. I'll show you from the advanced version so it's easier to see, but I'll also show the modifications for the easier version. So the first of 3 angles will be our basic IT band or adductor roll, searching nice and flat, our hips stacked from the top bottom of the ball of the hip down to the top of the knee. Searching at this angle, if the whole area is tight or tender, feel free to do full range of motion, but ideally we're looking for that tight or tender spot that we can either pause on top of, breathing into, trying to relax into that knot for the 30 seconds up to 2 minutes, or ideally going top to bottom across that tenderness in about a 4-inch motion for that amount of time. After we've done that on this first angle, which is flat, hip stacked, the next angle, we're going to slightly turn to the front. So the supported version of that first one, just having that top leg across, top arm down, so that anytime we can push the weight out of our hip, making it a little less tender. Our second position, we want to turn towards the front. So you're going to gently turn towards a 45-degree angle towards the front on that leg. So we're a little bit more towards our quad, a little less towards our hamstring. You're going to search that same area right down to the top of the knee, right up to the bottom of the hip. More than likely, this one will be quite a bit tender, especially for anyone experiencing any knee pain. Same idea, you want to find that tight or tender area, either breathe into it, trying to relax for 30 seconds, or more ideally going top to bottom across that tenderness for that 30 seconds to 2 minutes. For the supported version, top leg will still be across, top arm still here for support. We're just tilted towards the front side of our leg rather than being flat on the side. After we perform this angle, the next angle is going to be the posterior side. So we'll start from that advanced version so it's easier to see. You're going to slightly tilt yourself backwards. So you're going to be on the back side or about the back 45, searching up to the bottom of that hip, down to the top of the knee. For anyone with very tight hamstrings, if you experience back pain, more than likely this side is going to be quite tender. Same options. Once we find that knot, you can pause on it, try to breathe into it for 30 seconds, relaxing, or ideally move top to bottom for those 30 seconds to 2 minutes. The supported version of this, rather than having that top leg across the front, you're going to take that top leg behind your bottom leg, which is really going to allow that posterior rotation. But you can still press through that bottom leg, alleviating the weight on that leg that we're rolling. We want to perform those 30 seconds up to 2 minutes on each of the 3 angles here, really fully releasing our leg. A couple weeks in, if you notice one angle is much worse than the other, I'd like you to spend a little bit more time and focus there.